morning, boys and girls. Welcome to SBPL Storytime and Craft. It is great to see you here today. Yes, it is Craft Day. We will have an awesome craft with Miss Jen coming up shortly. We're going to read a fun pirate fairy tale today. And, well, before we do anything, let's get to your challenge. Your challenge this week was to find 3 things in your house that start with the letter L. And you guys did. And I'm going to show them to you right now. Are you ready? Yes, let's do it.
Hi, my name is Han, and today we are learning about letter L. The thing was our letter L is a leaf, a lion, and letter. And my daddy's name also starts letter M too.
L. What is your daddy's name?
Allocation.
That starts with the letter
L.
L.
Awesome job, Ahan. Thanks for sharing. Here's Anaya with a leaf, a lemon, and some lettuce. She also found a light and a laundry bag in her house, but 3 is enough, I suppose. Great job, Anaya. Here's Ashvika with her 3 L things.
Hi Ashvika.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
What are you showing today?
I saw a challenge from a library with letter L.
Okay.
This is a ladybug.
You can show the ladybug again, please. Okay.
This is a lollipop.
Okay.
These are lime and lemon.
Hmm.
And this is a lion. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Great job, guys. I love when you do these scavenger hunts. You guys use your brains. You are so creative, and you just find the best things in your house to showcase. What a great job. Now, like I said, today we're reading a pirate fairy tale. So your challenge is going to be draw a picture of your favorite fairy tale. Yes, draw a picture of your favorite fairy tale. Whatever fairy tale it is, just draw a picture from it. Send it to the email address you see on your screen right now, and I will be sharing that on Storytime next week. And tomorrow, we have Storytime live on WebEx. If you would like to participate in our live face-to-face Storytime, we will be doing it on the WebEx platform. Send me an email and I will send you an invitation so that you can join us on WebEx tomorrow at 11 a.m. for Storytime Live. But now, are you ready for our opening song? I'm ready. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, wiggle your shoulders, wiggle, 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 wiggle. If you're ready for a story, wiggle your shoulders, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Well, it's time for us to read. So sit and listen, please. But if you're ready for a story, wiggle your shoulders, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Our story today is a fun one and a different one. Like I said, it's a pirate fairy tale, and you don't see too many of those. Today, we are going to read Goldilocks and the 3 Pirates. You ready to read? Let's go. Once upon a seaworthy sloop, there lived 3 pirates. The big one was the pilfering Papa Pirate. Arr! The medium-sized one was the menacing Mama Pirate. Aye! And the small one was the bonny baby pirate in training. Ahoy! Now, Mama was cunning with a cutlass, but puzzled by pots and pans. She was clever with a cannon, but not so helpful with a hammer and nails. And her sewing, well, it was atrocious. But one morning, Mama was so terribly tired of hardtack, she decided to make gruel for breakfast. "Flamin' blazes!" she cried as the cooking fire flared in the galley. Blobs of burnt gruel boiled over the edge of her pot. "Mama, could we hire a cook?" Baby asked. "We don't need no stinking crew," Mama barked, slopping the rest of the gruel into bowls with a glare as cold as the Arctic breeze. "Aye," Papa agreed. "Heave-ho! We'll row the dinghy ashore for fresh water while the gruel cools." And off they set. As it happened, A handy but lonesome lass named Goldilocks was out for a row in the same craggy harbor. She caught a whiff of Mama's gruel and was so drawn to the scent like a pirate to treasure. Goldilocks followed her nose to the larger boat, hauled her anchor overboard, and clambered onto the creaky ship. "Hello," Goldilocks called. "Anyone here?" Silence. Goldilocks sighed. "I was hoping for some company." But her eyes brightened as she spied the 3 bowls of gruel. "There's the breakfast I smelled. I'm sure the good sailors who man this ship won't mind if I have a taste." She popped a spoonful from the big bowl into her gob. "Yikes! It's hot as cannon fire," she sputtered. "And nasty, too." Then Goldilocks tried the gruel from the medium-sized bowl. "Yeesh! This one's cold as cave moss and tastes no better." Finally, she sampled the gruel in the small bowl. "It needs something." She grabbed a tin of nutmeg and added a pinch to the bowl before tasting the gruel again. Yes, to a T, just right. And most of the mess was down the hatch in an instant. Her belly now full, Goldilocks scanned her surroundings. Never having been on a real sloop before, she was, of course, wildly curious. She ventured below decks, where she found 3 stools. "I'm sure the fine owners of this ship won't mind if I rest for a moment," she said, settling herself on the largest stool. "Yikes, it's hard as a turtle shell." Then she tried the medium-sized stool. "Yeesh, it's soft as chicken feathers. That won't do." Finally, she sat down on the small stool. Yes, to a T, just right. But things were shipshape for only an instant before the shaky stool smashed to smithereens. "Ouch!" said Goldilocks, rubbing her rump. "Someone ought to fix that." Finding a mallet, nails, wood, and some tar, Goldilocks set to work. Soon the stool was sturdy as a sea chest. Next, Goldilocks scurried starboard, where she found 3 hammocks. "Surely the kind seamen who sleep here won't mind if I take a nap after all that hammering," she said, climbing into the largest one. "Yikes! This hammock's tight as a stopper knot." Then she tried the medium-sized hammock. "Yeesh! This one's loose as hand-me-down breeches." Finally, Goldilocks turned to the smallest hammock, torn and lying on the deck like a fallen vine. "Yowza! Everything needs patching up around here." With a nearby needle and thread, she sewed and stitched, and the canvas was nifty in no time. She rigged the ropes and rehung the hammock. At last, Goldilocks tumbled into the small bed. "Oh, yes, to a T, just right," she breathed, and was fast asleep before you could say shut-eye. Now, you may have nearly forgotten about those 3 menacing pirates. If you climbed the ratlines to the crow's nest, you'd see that they are just now rowing back home for their morning grub. Papa, Mama, and Bonnie Baby hoisted themselves onto the main deck and headed straight for their breakfast. "Shiver me timbers! Someone's been eating me gruel!" "Aye, someone's been eating me gruel too," Mama howled. "Someone's been eating me gruel as well," Baby piped in. "And most of it's in their stomach quarters." Mama leaned closer, sniffed, and stuck her fingers into Baby's bowl for a taste. "This has been doctored with something better than bilge water," she mumbled. "I should have thought of that. That's right good plunder." "Let's find the filthy scalawag who's breached our bow," Papa thundered. He stomped below decks, followed closely by Mama and Baby. "Shiver me timbers! Someone's been sitting on me stool," he roared. "Aye, someone's been sitting on me stool too," Mama echoed. "Someone's been sitting on me stool as well," said Baby. "And they made it into a real chair." "That stool didn't need fixing," Mama growled, but under her breath she added, "I could have done that." "That rogue's nearby," Papa pressed. "Me tattoo is tingling." Papa followed the prickly sensation, slinking toward the sleeping quarters. "Shiver me timbers! Someone's been sleeping in me hammock," Papa bellowed. "Aye, someone's been sleeping in me hammock too," Mama cried. "Someone's been sleeping in me hammock as well," Baby shrieked with delight. "And they strung it back up all good and cozy like." Mama scowled. "I would have got to that," she muttered. "But why is me bed bulging like a bag of gold bullion?" Baby asked. At that moment, Goldilocks' eyes snapped up to find the three scoundrels sizing her up. "Did you mend me bed?" Baby asked. "Did you sort his stool?" Papa demanded. "Did you soup up me gruel?" Mama questioned. "How dare ye?" "Why, yes," Goldilocks stammered. "Everything's a bit ragged around here, you know. Someone had to fix things." She sat up, gathering a better view of her visitors. Goldilocks gasped. "Are you pirates? Where's your crew?" "We don't need no stinkin'," Papa began, but a glimmer grew in Mama's eyes. "Say, lassie," she interrupted, "you're handy to a T. Our family could use a gal like you. How's about turning pirate?" So, once upon a seaworthy sloop, there lived 4 pirates. And that's the end of Goldilocks and the 3 pirates. I love that story. You know what else I love? Craft time with Miss Jen. And Miss Jen has made a fantastic craft for you guys today, and she's ready to share it. Are you guys ready to do it? Let's go get Miss Jen. Miss Jen, you ready?
Hi guys, Miss Jen here with this morning's craft. As you can tell, I'm looking very queenly this morning. This is called a quick crown. You can do it so quickly. You don't need much. A paper plate, scissors. I know we've been using a lot of paper plates for crafts these last couple months, and hope you have a lot of them at home. Here's another one I made. I went outside, picked some flowers, actually picked them up off the ground. These had fallen off their stems already. These are irises, aren't they gorgeous? And some dandelions, which are everywhere, and some leaves. So I made a little nature crown. You can call it a leaf crown, whatever. You can also make a crazy crown using lots of like fabrics and collage them on different textures and colors, and that's a lot of fun. But I'm going to show you how to do it. Make your quick crown. Here we go. You need a paper plate and a pair of scissors. You're going to fold it in half, kind of like it's a taco. Pretend it's a taco. And then from there, you want to cut center, both sides, to the center of the scalloped edge. So kind of like that. It can be a little further. If you have a bigger head, then you want to make a longer cut. Shorter head, a smaller head rather, you want to make a shorter cut. So you started, and now we're going to go and cut this one in half. Okay, we're not done. Now we're going to cut that end. So you should have it like that. And then we're going to do the same thing on the piece we didn't touch yet. So I'm going to cut it in half, go to the middle of the scallop, and then this guy. This is the trickier part, by the way. It's like you just kind of have to put the scissors in there and get in there to cut it. So that's what it'll look like when you're done cutting. Now, as I said, if you have a bigger head, like a grown-up size head, you're going to need to tear them a little more. Try it on your head first and see how it fits. You can tear just a little bit more to make it wider to fit your bigger head. But if you're making this for someone who's probably age 2 and up, 2 to 5, you probably don't want to cut as far because you want a wider brim so that it's not too loose on the head and slips down. So there's that. And each of these is a point in your crown. See, I'm doing that. Boop. And boop. They all go up. Make the little spikes. Spiky look. Like a crown. There. And then decorate it any way you like. Markers. Crayons. Materials that you find all over the house or outside. Leaves and sticks, you could do that. And there you go. Your quick crown. Now with mine, this was with aluminum foil. All I did was tear squarish, rectangular-ish pieces And believe it or not, you know what's great about foil? You probably already noticed. It squishes so nicely and keeps its shape so nicely. So if you run out of glue or you don't have tape, what's wonderful about this craft using the foil is you can just squish it on. Of course, everything's better and more permanent if you use glue or tape, but you can really just like mold the foil around the pieces for an even quicker craft. And with my nature craft, I use a lot of tape actually. The dandelions weren't going to stay on by themselves, so I actually taped them from underneath and so that the flowers would peek up from underneath. And same with the leaves. I taped them behind the spikes and put these two in the front just for dramatic effect. Anyway, I hope you like it. All right, queen size squeeze, a king size kiss. Have a great day, guys.
Thanks, Miss Jen. All right, boys and girls, that is all the time we have for story time today. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, tomorrow we have Storytime live on WebEx at 11 a.m. If you would like an invitation, just send me an email and I will get you an invitation today so you can join us tomorrow face-to-face for Storytime live on WebEx. And just so you know, starting next week, we will not have a Storytime on Monday on YouTube. We will be doing Storytime live on Facebook Live Monday at 11 a.m. So if you'd like to see Storytime, tune into Facebook Live at 11 a.m. and we'll be doing stories live for you guys on Facebook. But that's all for today, boys and girls. Until next time, stay safe, stay wonderful, and we will see you next time on SBPL Storytime. Have a great day, guys. Bye.